Ba ba da ba
I take that as
da.
a no.
Bum bum ba ba da 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 bum bum. Fallen Overs University, episode 40, November 11th, 2025. It's Tuesday night.
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to everyone that served. Thank you for your service. We really do appreciate everything that you guys have done for this country. No matter the age, I just had a buddy that had just left in the Army. So good luck, Ben. Shout out, Ben. Danny's finally back.
Did you guys
He's
not
here.
crash?
Nope, just you, Daniel.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yep, but Danny's here, Connor's here. We're back for another rankings reaction show. It comes on in about, 20 minutes or so?
40.
About 22 minutes.
Oh, wait, no, it comes on at
Comes on at
7.
7.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
so we'll be giving our reactions to that. Whenever it comes time, we'll probably just start out talking, recapping last week. Pretty eventful weekend. A couple of Big Ten teams just kind of squeaked out a couple close wins. Um, Texas A&M looks for real still. No surprise, Ohio State's still rolling. Where would you guys like to start from week 11?
Uh, let's go to. Yeah. Let's go to. Yeah.
Just start at the noon slate and work your way down.
Yeah.
So we'll
I don't
start with Texas Tech and BYU.
Texas Tech makes the statement they are now the favorites in the Big 12 by kind of a long shot for that conference. They come out and just stomp BYU. BYU never really had a shot in the game. They never made it close.
It really should have
Brennan
been worse
Morton.
than what it was.
Yeah, Morton played a I wouldn't say his best game ever, but he did enough to prevail against that BYU defense. Lubbock was rocking. College Game Day was in town. BYU, we saw the talent difference in between these teams. I mean, BYU beat Utah a couple weeks ago, but this one, it truly feels Texas Tech is not only a Big 12 championship contender, but also a contender for the actual national championship. Thoughts on the game, boys?
Connor.
Go ahead, Danny. I'm still pulling up my stuff.
This one definitely just felt like BYU was coming into this. You know, it was a 10.5 point spread, and I did take Tech to cover that, but I didn't think it would be in the dominant fashion that it was. Like AJ said, it really wasn't as close. I mean, there was a lot of times where Tech was selling for field goals and not finishing off drives, and they had a couple turnovers, and this really just showed that the Big 12 is Texas Tech, and then who wants to play Texas Tech for the championship? Because there's a lot of teams that are right there, kind of like the ACC. There's a lot of teams that are right there, but the difference is the Big 12 has Texas Tech, which just looks like at this point the dominant playoff team.
I think, yeah, they are far and away the best chance they have at making a deep run for the Big 12 is Texas Tech.
I think they could be. I think they're one of the top 5 to win the whole thing.
I think they are. I think in the future odds, I think they are top 5 from what I've seen.
Yeah, I would say Ohio State, Indiana. I think Bama's still pretty high up there.
A&M.
A&M, and then probably Tech, and then there's probably a little bit of a drop.
I think Georgia's right about there. Notre Dame is somewhere in that range.
Yeah,
as
Notre
well.
Dame. Notre
Georgia
Dame's got
can,
no
though.
room for error though, which kind of scares me.
Which I think is fine, but just trying to pull up the conference standings right now, but it won't let me get to the Big 12. I'll scroll down to them. The Big 12 standings as they sit right now. This is conference records. So you have Texas Tech, 6-1. They're 9-1 overall. Their only loss is to Arizona State. They had the backup quarterback for that game. BYU and Cincinnati tied at 5-1 in the Big 12 conference standings. BYU 8-1. Cincinnati is 7-2. Cincinnati was not ranked last week in the college football playoff rankings, but they will play each other in the second to last weekend of the season. So in a couple weeks, they'll decide who wants that spot. Utah has the head-to-head over Cincinnati if need be, but Utah has 2 losses. They are 4-2 in the Big 12. Houston 5-2. Then you have Arizona State also 4-2, And then Arizona, sneaky 6-3. They're 3-3 in the conference. A lot of 3-3 Big 12 schools. I think that's kind of the cutoff line. I don't think anyone else really has a shot besides maybe the top 6. If you're 4-2 and above, I think you have a shot at the Big 12. Do you guys have any other people you like in the Big 12 other than Texas Tech?
No,
I
I
mean,
think-
BYU. I know they just played, but BYU is right there. I think Arizona State's right there. Does Arizona State still have the one loss? I know you had.
Arizona State is 6-3. They're 4-2 in the conference. I believe they lost to I think Utah beat them once.
Utah.
Dude in the hat knows absolutely no ball.
Dude in the hat.
Signed off Garrett Beckman.
Also, Parlay King, I hit a big one this weekend, so we're back. Never left.
Parlay King has been resurrected. Just so happens he came on the podcast when it happened. It wasn't on the podcast any week you didn't hit him.
No. I lost all of mine and then made my money back on Sunday. So
There you go. Another shout out to another viewer in the chat. Trey Lambert, Louisville is ass. I'm going to assume he's talking about. Actually, we can't assume anything. It could be basketball. It could be football. We don't know. Danny will be on the road this weekend, Friday night.
Oh God! I got Louisville. It's running through my blood right now.
Him and the ghost of Christmas past, Trevor Kerr,
Yep.
going down to Louisville. He has not been on the podcast in probably 2 months.
For Louisville. I'm popping that cherry for Louisville.
But they have a big one against Clemson this weekend. Speaking of Louisville, coming off
Louisville didn't play
an
anybody.
overtime loss to the woke mob of California. Danny, tough loss on Saturday night. You were probably in bed for it. Probably weren't up for this. Did see the end, did you?
I sadly saw the end.
Shout out to the
final
home
score.
team.
California 29 goes on the road and beats number 15 Louisville 7-2 now. 29-26 in overtime. They went for it on 4th and goal. They get the touchdown, and then what was it? They go for 2 or something. Well, I can't remember.
Touchdown won it. Louisville got a field goal. Cal had it 4th and goal at the 3-yard line instead of taking the chip shot field goal to send it to a second.
That's what
overtime.
it was.
They went for it, and through the running back had a one-on-one coverage out wide. He ran a little goal line and in, and then one cut in, and then all the way back out. Got the leverage, and it was a dive to the pylon, and Louisville did not stop it. And once again, my Cardinals show up short. They win the big one, and then they lose the one that you just forget to turn on, and you check, and they lose, and Braum can win all the big ones, but it doesn't matter because he's going to drop 2 to some 20-point favorites like last year with Stanford, the year before with whoever it was, Pitt. Now this year we lose to Virginia in overtime, get our hearts ripped out. Then Virginia looks good. Now Virginia looks like ass. And then Louisville goes on and loses to Cal. So don't worry. We still lost the game, and we were favored by more than 2 possessions. And I knew it. I knew in this game, when we didn't pull away, we went down 7-0, and it was just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And then we took a little bit of lead, and then Cal got it right back. And when they got down to 4th and goal, I looked at Victoria, and I said, they're going for it. And if they go for it, I'm not even watching. I put my head down, and then right when they snapped the ball, I look up just for the little bit of hope. I don't know who thought to give Danny hope on a Louisville game I was worried about SMU. That's it. We had, after Cal, we had Clemson, who's ass, and we'll show up for just because it's the name. Even though they're ass, we'll show up for the name. Then we had a tough one with SMU that I was very scared about. But I knew that was our season because we were going to beat Kentucky because they're even worse than the year they were before when we beat them like 50-something to 20. And then they just do that. I don't know why this team, like, don't get me wrong, I'm Ohio State through and through, but I don't know why this team can't come through. It's not even for the big games because we beat Miami on the road. We beat Clemson on the road. I don't understand why it's the little games. You're favored by 18.5 on a Saturday night, and you lose.
I think you struck a nerve.
Just to butt in there. Just to relieve your pain. Virginia also blows their game. Wake Forest comes in there 6 and they were 5-3 at the time, but now they're 6-3. They beat Virginia 16-9. That game, Virginia didn't even score a touchdown. They do not look like a good team. They can't score right now. They have a big one against Duke. Duke also loses to UConn. ACC
It's
is
so fucking-
wide open, Danny. Wide open. So there's the hope you have as a Louisville fan. Like you said, they're losing games they shouldn't be losing. But on the bright side, it's wide open. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 5-1 teams, a 1 4-1 team, and then a 4-2 team of Louisville. Everything's right in front of you. And you play, let's see, you play SMU
And
to close the
Georgia,
season.
I believe it's Georgia. Yeah, we play SMU still, so we control our destiny with that. Because if we get that win, we'll get the head-to-head. And then there's one more team that like both of them play each other. That'll work itself out. I think it's Pitt and Georgia Tech, maybe.
I believe so.
Yeah, they play each other, so it's there. I have a feeling we're going to end up being third. Because
Well,
what hurts us also is Georgia Tech only has 2 more ACC games, and so do we because we play Kentucky, which is SEC, to finish the year, which kind of sucks. We need more ACC.
Okay, baby.
It is what it is. Georgia Tech 5-1, Virginia 5-1, Pittsburgh 5-1, SMU also 5-1. The
But we
craziest
lost
scenario,
You can get
yes, craziest scenario that I was talking about yesterday in our group chat was if Duke wins this conference at 8-4, and let's say JMU wins out and USF or Tulane wins out, there's a shot the ACC champion does not get in.
yeah.
They take the highest 5 conference champions that are ranked. They don't even have to be ranked, I guess. 5 highest conference champions,
Right.
which could be Big 10, SEC, Big 12, American champion, and then in this case, it'd be the Sun Belt over the ACC. That's the chaos scenario I'm cheering for. I want to see that happen, and especially if Tulane has the head-to-head win over Duke, and then James Madison only has 1 loss, it being to Louisville by how many? 3 points on the road?
No,
It was a close game.
No, I think we beat them by 14.
Well, it was a close game either way. I think it was 13, and maybe the spread was 14 or something.
I think it was
I remember us debating it.
28. It was 28-14. We beat them by 14. Spread was 14.5.
I get it at 13.5. That's what it was.
Me too.
Anywho, so ACC wide open. I think they kind of shot themselves in the leg. They're only going to get 1 team in as of right now, what it looks like, unless Miami somehow runs the table. I think Georgia Tech could definitely win out. They'd beat Georgia and then lose the conference championship game. Maybe they get 2 in that way, but we'll see. Like I said, it's wide open for them. Any other thoughts on the ACC from you two?
Yeah, I just need ultimate chaos, and it starts with the Duke win.
You
I
act
think
like that's
Louisville-
ultimate chaos. That's not.
I mean, I need a lot more than that.
Oh, okay.
Louisville needs
You need
to
help,
step-
is what you're saying.
Yeah, I need chaos. I need help, and I need Louisville to buckle down because I mean, yeah, we play Clemson. I'm pretty confident Louisville normally shows up for the big one, and like I said, I know Clemson's ass, but for a team like Louisville, you know, this is like Indiana and Penn State, where like even though Penn State was ass, it was still a big deal to beat the 3-5 Nittany Lions because you are Indiana. This will be a big deal. If you could have told me in sometime in high school that hey, you're gonna beat Clemson back-to-back years on the road and at home, like I think Louisville is a national title contender. Obviously, Clemson's not what they used to be, but to go on the road last year and to beat Clemson and now to have them in another primetime spot late in the season, I think they come out and win that one. The one I'm so scared about is SMU the week after next. And then we finish with Kentucky, which that's a big deal because it's a rivalry. And shout out to the basketball teams. They play in like 2 hours.
You're rambling, Danny. You're rambling.
So I'm really not rambling. I'm trying to put Louisville on the national spotlight because it's still.
You already did. Connor's going to take it. Connor, go ahead.
Yeah, Louisville's a casual choke artist. They're not going to make it.
So is Notre Dame. You guys have 2 losses and you're going to get your 3rd this weekend to pick.
Speaking of Notre Dame, they played a Navy team, kind of pesky, but we've seen their schedule wasn't very special. They were barely beaten teams. They go from 7-0, they've dropped 2 straight. 49-10, Notre Dame wins this one. Another Jeremiah Love performance that keeps sneaking them up the Heisman ranks. Connor, thoughts on Notre Dame's win against Navy?
Yeah, started off slow, casual as usual. Makes me nervous the first quarter all the time. Makes me nervous. And, you go back to what always works: hand the ball off to Jordanian Price or Jeremiah Love and let him make a play. One play Jeremiah Love made didn't go down, took it to the house. That was pretty cool.
That run was insane.
Yeah, I looked down at my phone thinking that he was down, and I looked up again and he was running. And I'm like, what the heck? Go back, show the replay, never touched the ground. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. Snow game towards the end of the game there. That was pretty cool as well. But, yeah, on to the next week. Ignoring all the noise, beat Pitt.
Nothing else to say.
Nothing
TJ
else.
Carr throws 3 touchdown passes against them. 218 yards in the snow. Pretty impressive. Carr go beep through the snow on Saturday night. The big one this weekend is Pittsburgh. We'll see if Notre Dame can do it. Apparently, Pat Narduzzi's kind of laying down for Notre Dame. It sounds like he says this game doesn't matter for Pittsburgh.
Carr has 4-word drive.
Well, old Jimmy sent me a text today. It was actually that video, and he was like, "This guy really is just laying down against Notre Dame. Like, he only cares about winning the ACC, not beating a top 5 team, top 10 team. Sorry, not top 5. Like, buddy, why don't you go out for the spotlight and try to beat somebody?" And
yeah,
maybe,
he's kind of a depressed. He's kind of Eeyore at the party.
I don't know if he's trying to do reverse psychology here or something or what. I don't know.
I don't know either. That was a bold take from him, to say the least.
But then,
Uh,
hold on, I got one more thing to add.
Go ahead.
Marcus Freeman's interview today, they were asking him to join an interview,
Conference?
join a conference, and he was like, "I'm focused on Pitt." Like, why you even asking me that question? Focused on Pitt. So.
Yeah.
Could I say about Notre Dame?
Go ahead.
Could be prettiest, especially when it snows. Been up there. Prettiest campus, prettiest in-stadium view, prettiest stadium view in all of America. Right?
There's not a bad seat in that stadium at all.
No, not a bad seat, but I'm just saying, like, the structure of the stadium, it's not just concrete. Like, it's
The aesthetic.
like a fucking castle. It's cool.
It's a cathedral.
You know what's not cool? You beat Navy by 39. You don't have respect, on Veterans Day weekend to maybe beat them by 20 and then get out. No, you got to destroy them. That's bad juju, and Notre Dame now is cursed.
Wow.
Okay.
On Veterans Day.
I may or
Danny
may
is-
not have bet Navy spread.
Why would you do that?
That's just a bad pick.
I bet
Bad
Ohio
pick.
State spread, and they still shit the bed.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't think 34-10 shit in the bed. Speaking of the Buckeyes, Ohio State scores 24 in the second quarter.
Spread
Beats
was
Purdue 34-10. They kind of struggled first quarter. They had the big touchdown run. They got taken back from holding. Weren't able to
Block in the back.
block in the back. My apologies. But first quarter was kind of just slow, methodical. Purdue was up 3-0 at the end of the first. And then Ohio State does what they do best, and they just boa constricted and tightened down on the Purdue's defense. They had a couple nice big runs from Bo Jackson. Jeremiah Smith, career high in catches, 10 catches, over 100 yards. Not much more to say. They just look sound. They're resting as much as they got guys as they have. Cornell Tate did not play in the game. I think it was more of a load management thing. I don't know if you guys think anything else.
100%. They said he didn't look the best in warm-ups. That could be the case, but nobody looks the best this late into the season. Everybody could complain about something. That was definitely load management. I'm not bad about it. It is kind of weird. I've really never seen that before in college. But something else about load management, which is why I buy what AJ said 100 billion% and twice on Sundays. I kind of butchered that, but
It's all right.
Ohio State with the lowest amount of plays per second. I think we're bottom 5. I mean, we're averaging a play every 34 seconds. We're almost taking the entire play clock.
All the clock. Yep.
Which makes for these 34-10s, which people know, and you're not really trying to run up the score. But what it doesn't do, or what people forget to realize, is throughout a season you do that, right? You get maybe 8 if you're playing a team like Michigan, or 12 or 13 maybe if you're playing like an Oregon that wants to go fast possessions a game. Well, when you limit those and make it 8 or 9 as average and not average, when you make that to be your average amount of possessions per game throughout 12 games, that can take a game and a half, maybe even 2 games away by the time you get to December. I think that's something nobody's realizing. I think Ryan Day could care less. I think he wants to win by 20 and then pack it up.
He just cares about the win column. That's it.
Just get a win.
Get to the next game healthy. Yep.
The one thing that scares me with that, AJ, and you could say they're not playing good competition, so no matter what, you're not going to know what you have really. Is there – now I know Julian Sands dotting up, but is there a part of you where it's like, yeah, you might have this in the back of your bag, but if you don't use it all year, does it go rusty? Like, do these – can you really just, be in cruise control and then on November 29th, because he's not going to hold back for that one. That one's going to be a season in itself, I really think.
Always is.
Can you just – I think the last 3 years he's made it not, which is why it's lost. Can you make it go 60 to 100 just like that and then keep it at 100 for the rest of the year? I mean, he's never even hit 100. The defense has a couple times against Texas.
My thing is the best defense they've played all season has been against their own defense in practice.
Yeah.
So they're probably doing that every practice.
Yeah. I mean, it's different.
I don't know. They're not running 100%. They're obviously not hitting each other, but if you get the tough test, they had the toughest test of the season in week 1 so far.
Is that our toughest game?
So far, it has been, I would say. I think Michigan's going to be the truest test to see what you do have as far as offensively, because I think Michigan's defense is still pretty solid. Yeah. You'll be able to see what that pass rush can do. Michigan's offense is getting better each week. Bryce Underwood looks better each week. He looks more comfortable when they're playing. They did have their little scare against Purdue themselves a couple weeks ago, but they got through it. And it's going to come down to that final game of the year where the winner is going to go to the Big Ten championship game to play Indiana, most likely. A lot of people don't know that. Michigan, they control their destiny straight to the playoffs. Only 2 losses. 1 is out of conference. I know. It's about to go off. Yeah. We have – it's about to switch over right now. But anyway, yeah, Ohio State looked good. I'm excited. I'm glad they're rotating through all 4 running backs, keeping everyone fresh.
I love the fresh thing. I guess what I was getting at is mentally, it just kind of, I guess there's nothing Ryan can do the more I'm talking this through, but like, I know a lot of years Ohio State normally has 8 to 9 games where you put your jersey out there, you win it. I mean, you always have the one-offs with the I know the playoffs coming on with the Purdue's and the Iowas, but whatever. It just scares me that we don't have that Penn State to like kick us in gear 3 weeks before Michigan.
I'll say I think they were banking on Penn State, Washington, Illinois to do that, but they've been so good this year that haven't had to worry about that, which I know is your concern, and they haven't been tested about that. We'll find that out. I think that's what the Michigan game will do for this team before the postseason.
I don't know.
I know. You just got to calm your nerves because no one's thought more about that game than Ryan Day. I think he knows that he has to play his game. It's going to be on the road. It's going to be Julian Sands' toughest test of his career, his young career. He's going to be playing Maroon 5 before kickoff, and we're going to see how it goes. But until then, we're going to have to speed run through the other ranked games that happened this weekend. We still haven't really talked about Indiana Penn State. That one was a great game, 27-24, the catch of the season, catch of the last 5 seasons probably. Omar Cooper.
Had 2 great catches. The one on the sideline.
Becker. That was a big one. Fernando Mendoza has what a lot of people are saying is Heisman moment. He played crappy for 58 minutes of that game. They let him 2-minute down all the way to score the touchdown, so I understand it. But 10-0 for Indiana. They're a win away from locking themselves into the playoff, I think. Any thoughts on this game really quick?
Insane final drive, scare. I think Penn State's way better than a 3-win team. I think this was their last-ditch effort. I bet they pretty much forfeit the rest of the games.
I wouldn't say they forfeit the rest of the games. I mean, now you just got nothing to lose, and you go out and play your hearts out and try to make an upset.
But
that's what
they
they've been
don't
saying
have
today. But
anybody to upset, is what I'm saying. I mean,
they still have the guys on offense, the running backs, Allen and Singleton, but that's really all they got. If we got nothing else, A&M destroys Missouri, 38-17. We'll see. A&M's resume just keeps getting better with ranked wins.
real quick,
If it was up to me, go ahead.
top three. Who's in the top? Who do you put?
Who do I think they are doing? Who would mine be?
Oh, you.
Banked on, I base mine off of who's played who and the resume. I think A&M's had the better resume of the three teams. They have the best win going on the road to Notre Dame. I'd put Indiana 2 with their win against Oregon and consistently just staying right there, and Ohio State 3 because they just really haven't had the
That's fair.
big win besides Texas in week 1. And they're a completely different team since then, so is Texas.
Yeah.
Connor?
Probably about the same. I'd put A&M first, then Indiana, then Ohio State.
Danny, you similar?
I'm not gonna lie. I would put Ohio State over Indiana. I know you're not supposed to base last year off anything, but I'm kind of at the prediction where why put Indiana above Ohio State when Ohio State started the season above them, and they've been so equal that it's like just stick with whoever you have above because then you're saying those rankings. Because I don't think you can make the argument where Indiana's looked better. You can say they beat Oregon, but who has Oregon beat? Because Oregon,
Right, they haven't. That's
I know. I
just
think
had-
Iowa's a good school, but I mean, I don't think they're national titles contenders, and Oregon took them to the wire.
right.
and-
So, I think we're all pretty similar with it.
Yeah, I think
You could.
that's what I'm saying. I think A&M is 1, and 2 and 3 you can fuck off with whoever you want.
Yeah, I think they're all going to be undefeated up until probably the
Top
second
four is
last
the only
week.
thing
And
that matters.
yeah,
Top four.
yeah. I'm more concerned with who's like right around the bubble than anything. Alabama beats LSU at home, 20-9. I swear, if LSU still had a healthy quarterback and the rest of their defense, they'd probably be right in this game. They missed weeks bad. Alabama's offense kind of looked like a little fraudulent
Alabama's
throughout the
starting to
game.
stutter a little bit. Oh, here
Yeah.
we go. Hey, here we go.
All right,
I just got 25.
who got the most?
UC 25.
Yep.
I'm behind.
Well, I got them. Connor and USF 24. I guess I'll relay the information since I'm first.
Yeah, you're
Go
ahead
ahead.
of me.
South Florida, a team they're talking about them a little bit. A team that coming into the season, we kind of thought that group of 5 was theirs. At least I did. Do they hold on to that?
It's going to be tough down the stretch. I like Tulane a lot. I've been on them since the preseason. I think no one, when they all play their A games, I don't think anyone can beat USF though.
Tennessee moving up a little bit to 23. I don't see the love for Tennessee.
What were they last week? 24?
25.
25. It moved up 2 spots.
Pitt comes up to 22, so that game for Notre Dame gets a little bigger. Not
Yeah.
much, but I mean it's a little bigger.
We'll take all we can get.
I think Pitt's realistically probably fighting for that ACC bid. But
According to Pat Narduzzi, they are.
Going back to South Florida, though, we were talking about it at the beginning of the season like crazy. They kind of AJ and I talked about this last week. They were there, and then they just kind of disappeared.
Iowa holds on. They dropped.
They
to
stayed right at-
21.
Oh, they just dropped one spot.
Yeah. I like that. I mean, you lost a hell of a game to what many are saying is a national title contender.
Yeah, their defense played well. I should say their rushing defense did not play well. They get it over, I think it was almost 300 yards. If not, it was 300 yards on the ground to Oregon. But I like them staying over the
Louisville.
teams below them.
Louisville plummets to 20. Once again, a lot like Pitt is fighting for that ACC bid.
Louisville drops 5 spots. So that means what? Miami's jumped them. Vanderbilt's jumped them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with 20. I think that's respectable. We got to fix the turnovers and we got to start showing up. And Miller Moss has to play better. Miller Moss is not playing good enough. Virginia, obviously, that makes sense. Virginia beat Louisville.
Here's my thing. I don't like when a team's beat a team head to head, same record, and they're ranked behind them or in front of them.
Why? That makes sense. Michigan up to 18. They're sneaking up. Good for Ohio State when we pummel their fucking ass.
So Louisville and Virginia dropped 5 spots. Michigan keeps climbing.
Michigan, that Ohio State Michigan will be a top 15 game. As long as Michigan survives against Northwestern, I think that could be
That is a tricky spot. It's
a
in Wrigley Field, what, Friday night?
No, I think it's a Saturday, actually.
I think it's Friday night.
No.
I have it right here.
Louisville's the only Friday night.
Saturday at noon. My bad. I was thinking of last week, USC and Northwestern.
USC, speaking of USC.
Number 17!
Oh, shit! And Notre Dame drops to 16 after a
Fuck you.
series.
Wow!
Fuck
What a
you.
crazy move! Just
Holy
one spot
fuck.
over the team they beat.
Showing their love for America and their hate for anti-Semites.
Georgia Tech 16, asshole.
Georgia Tech 16. They gained 1 spot over top of both ACC foes. Let's see. They trying to judge everyone based on who has a bye left. Virginia's gonna have a bye.
Miami starts
He's-
the top 15, 7-2. Carson
Did
Beck, Miami, good when they're good, really bad when they're bad. You know, that looks good for Miami, for Notre Dame not having a conference title game. I know we're beating a dead horse with that one, but, I mean,
Has Georgia Tech and Miami haven't played, have they?
no, I don't think so. I don't think they do.
'Cause Georgia Tech's only losses to who? They just lost to someone, didn't
Yeah. I
they?
forget.
Did they lose to Duke? Who'd they lose to?
They got upset to somebody. It wasn't
Virginia. Was it? No, not Virginia. NC State. NC State killed them. Seen by like 20.
Vandy, top 15, second or third week of November, second week.
So Vanderbilt jumps 2 spots, from 16 to 14. They control their destiny.
Interesting as Utah starts the bubble, because realistically, 14 doesn't do a bubble.
Vandy controls their destiny. The game in Knoxville in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, is going to be incredible.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Utah, they stay right at 13, so if someone jumped over them,
I wish Utah and BYU hadn't played yet. Like, I wish that was a rivalry week game, because that could have been huge.
yeah. Actually, I don't think anyone jumped over
Wait,
Utah. I think
how
they
far
just,
does BYU drop them? Are they
they,
right
might,
here?
they have to be right there.
Oh,
Shut up!
yep, there they go. BYU,
12?
Utah, 12-13. So realistically, everybody after this is playoff, because that 12 spot doesn't matter because of that group of 5 bid that's going to.
12 and 11. Because of ACC.
Yeah, that's also true.
So you need to be top 10 minimum.
Yeah, I think top 10 makes you feel decent. Top 10, win out, you should be good. Oklahoma at 11. So here we go with the top 10.
So Texas going to be 10.
Utah, BYU, and Oklahoma 15 through 11.
Texas will be 10 then.
Yeah, they do keep sneaking up. Yeah, them in Oklahoma. This committee seems to love like the head-to-heads. If there's any sort of comparison, you're going to be bam-bam with somebody. Virginia and Louisville were bam-bam for a while.
Not too many people hit head, Danny.
Texas, 10. Once again, a school that came in with so much hype, September through October proved to just fall. And now, after about 3 weeks now, we're just kind of building back, winning close games, being stupid.
I'm interested. I want to see how high Texas Tech jumps. I bet they jump over Ole Miss.
That could be top 5. It could be top 6.
With how dominant they looked. I don't know, though. Ole Miss's only loss is Georgia, and it was close.
Notre Dame rings in number 9. 7-2. Notre Dame, another school that went out and you're in. Oregon is 8 after a sneaky win with.
So you have, from 10, 9, and 8, you have Ohio State's best win, Texas A&M's best win, and then Indiana's best win, right in a row.
Ole Miss. So that means Tech has jumped Ole Miss.
Texas Tech does jump them.
I like that. I think Tech is better than Ole Miss.
Yeah. Plus, Ole Miss, what? They played the Citadel. Top 6.
Tech is 6.
Top 6. Good for them.
It was a dominant win. They've looked really
That
good.
means who would they be hosting? Right?
I think
So,
everybody after this, you can really now. I'm not excluding anybody before this to win the title, but I think everybody after this is legit title favorites.
Hey, Connor,
Very small window.
you better start learning how to play in Eugene, Oregon.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Connor, you want to go?
Do I want to go to Eugene? Not really.
Yeah, do you want to go? Yeah, you want to shout? Come on now, shout! Come on now, Georgia's fine. Georgia's fine.
The winner of that game would play Ohio State if Ohio State doesn't move.
Alabama 4. So here's really where from what
Georgia
matters
5.
does not matter. I kind of miss when they put it in like the 1, 2, 3, 4 bracket. I kind of miss that format. A&M 3, Indiana 2, Ohio State 1.
Is that official?
No, but A&M's 3, so there's official.
Oh, okay.
The jump is going to be A&M over Indiana or over Ohio State. It won't be.
I don't know. That's crazy to me.
Not
What?
after the weekend we just had. Indiana wasn't going to jump nobody.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised A&M didn't really move maybe over Indiana, maybe slightly.
The champs remain number 1 at 9-0. There's
So,
your rankings. Ohio State, Indiana, A&M, Bama, and Georgia are your top 5. Tech is 6. And really after that, I think there's a little bit of a drop in terms of championship contenders. How it plays out on the bracket.
I'll say Georgia's playing their best football right now. At least they did Saturday. Alabama has not.
Yeah, I'm going to say the last 2 weeks for Bama has kind of puttered off. Even against LSU, they didn't look all that great.
Look who's back in the playoff bracket. Miami Hurricanes
And South Florida.
and USF. Man,
I love that. Those are my boys, man. Those are my fucking boys. Let's go,
first
Bulls.
team out, Oklahoma. Second team out, BYU. BYU needs a big win over Cincinnati in a couple weeks. And Oklahoma needs a big win this weekend against Alabama.
Does the 1 and 2 seed like do they get to pick what bowl site they play at or no?
They give them, I think the closest one.
That's what I'm saying. So I
Yeah.
guess 1 does kind of matter. Like if you're LSU and you want
I
to
think Ohio State would get the Rose Bowl. I think if number 1 is a Big Ten team, they send them to the Rose Bowl. Over. I don't even know if it's contract. It could be a contract now, but
South Florida, Georgia, Notre Dame, Eugene, Oregon. Miami is out in Lubbock, Texas, and Texas goes down to Oxford. Ohio.
Man, Texas Tech, Miami, that'd be awesome. Ole Miss and Texas, I don't really want to see. Oregon, Notre Dame, that'd be fun.
A playoff game in Amarillo or Lubbock. Damn it, I keep doing that.
Amarillo.
It's West Texas. It's the only city in West Texas to me before college football enters the brain.
So nothing too crazy as far as the top 25 goes. I mean, Texas Tech finally, they jump, what was it? They jump a couple spots because they jumped over BYU and they jump over Ole Miss. Ole Miss gets
I think some
kinda-
takeaways is that South Florida is up there. I think Tech jumping Ole Miss says a lot. I think everything else is pretty much business as usual. Obviously, you're going to have teams move up when other teams lose.
Right.
The ACC is wide open. South Florida is your group of 5 as of now. And those are the big takeaways I got.
Let's see, 4 two-loss teams in the playoff as of right now: Notre Dame, Texas, Miami, and South Florida. 2 of them getting in because of the automatic conference bid. You have a bunch of You have 3 undefeateds, and then everyone in between is 1 loss.
AJ, how does the ACC play out? I feel like we're doing like who's gonna win the presidential election and like states are submitting their fucking shit, but this is like a little more important.
Who do I think is
Win a
going
game.
to win the ACC, the Atlantic Coast Conference, or as I like to call it, Shit Show McGee?
I like to call it the All Coast Conference.
There you go. Yeah, both coasts. Both coasts. The Coasters. We'll call it the Coaster Conference.
Coaster. It's a coaster.
Georgia Tech, Virginia, Pittsburgh, SMU, Duke. All 1 loss, or I shouldn't say or fewer. They're all have 1 loss. Oh man, this is tricky. I think the best of pure talent amongst the. Oh man, it just refreshed. I don't believe in Georgia Tech like I thought I was going to. I think they run the ball well. I think Haynes King is a great quarterback. So maybe because of the quarterback, I'll take Georgia Tech. But they have, I don't know. Their season comes down the next 2 weeks. Because all they have to do is beat, who is it, Pittsburgh, I think next week. Whoever they play this week. Because their last game of the year is Georgia. And that's a non-conference. Let's see. But Pittsburgh, they're already looking ahead at the ACC games. They're not even paying attention to Notre Dame. That's what it sounds like it. Louisville, like Danny said earlier, they play SMU and Clemson. And that's basically their season. They need help, though. If you're telling me to pick a team right now, I think Miami's buried too far behind people. I think Louisville's buried too far behind people. I'll probably stick with Georgia Tech just because of Haynes King. I trust him the most out of everyone else. Connor, do you have an ACC pick as of right now?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with I don't know. It's too close to call. I mean, a lot of shit can happen from now to the end of the year. But I mean, well, we got 3 weeks left, 4 weeks left, 3 weeks. Let me think here. Connor hates staying on his opinion. Nice. Pitt's definitely not going to win it because Pitt doesn't care. I mean, they're laying down already.
No, they care about the ACC. That's the thing.
No.
They don't care about Notre Dame. They care about the ACC. That's his whole point.
No.
Right, Danny?
Wait, what are we saying?
He
Because
says
if
Pittsburgh has no chance because they've already laid down. They're only laying down because they want the ACC.
No. They want the ACC.
If Pitt's going to lay down for Notre Dame, they're going to lay down for everybody else. Okay?
No, that's not what that's the opposite of what he's saying.
It does not matter for them because
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to say
You know what?
Georgia Tech's going to win the ACC. Fuck it.
No, but seriously,
Bold take
because however they play against Notre Dame does nothing for their playoffs. Absolutely nothing. Because the only way they get in is if they win their conference. They have to get the automatic bid.
I do not trust Pittsburgh whatsoever. Do you want to hear? Since starting 2-2, okay? They lost to West Virginia, rivalry game. They lost to Louisville. Congratulations, Daniel. Do you want to hear the teams that they've beaten the last 5 weeks to get there?
Who?
They've beaten Boston College,
L.
Florida State,
L.
Syracuse,
L.
NC State, and Stanford.
L.
None of those teams are legitimate wins.
Pittsburgh schedule read.
Do you want to hear what their final 3 weeks are?
Pittsburgh schedule read.
Get ready to be buried, Pittsburgh, because they play this weekend Notre Dame. They go to Georgia Tech.
That's a loss. They're gonna lose.
And then they host Miami.
Wait, is Pitt above Louisville in the ACC standings?
Yes, they only have 1 loss.
So boom. So
Guess who the loss is to, Danny?
So no matter who loses that game, it's a win for Louisville. One of them's going to lose, especially if Pitt loses. Push them out.
Danny, I think best case scenario, you're hoping that
Georgia Tech
Pittsburgh-
wins out. I need Georgia Tech to win out and just get there.
you're hoping Georgia Tech beats Pittsburgh next week,
Yeah.
and then you want Pittsburgh to beat Miami. No,
Yeah.
you want Miami to beat Pittsburgh.
Yes. And I need Duke to lose.
I think my dryer is making noise. I think Dad put something in the dryer. I don't know. But I don't trust Pittsburgh at all. I don't think they've played very well competition. I did think they'd go 9-3 at the beginning of the year. So maybe credit to me, credit to not. I don't know. I have to go back and look at what I had for each of these teams. My favorite scenario, I want Duke to win out. I need them to win this conference 8-4. I need to see mayhem. I need it. Their losses are to Illinois, Tulane, Georgia Tech, and UConn. Only one conference loss.
Okay,
And
yes.
then if they win against Virginia, they play in North Carolina and then Wake Forest.
Yeah, and so they'll probably win out. I need them to lose one. Realistically, probably lose to Virginia. Lose next week to Virginia. Boom, that's happening. Louisville beats SMU. They'll jump them. So now we're in fourth. Pitt is going to lose to Georgia Tech, right? Yep, Pitt's going to lose to Georgia Tech, in which we will jump them because we have the head-to-head to them. Now we are third. And then Virginia, so now we need Virginia to lose, and they will lose to Virginia Tech because it's a rivalry. So that right there, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the 502, is how Louisville makes the ACC championship. And once they get there,
True words have definitely been spoken, but love to hear the passion from you, Danny, as always. Let's preview some games for next week, just because God knows we're not gonna have a show. We're not gonna have a show until then because something happens and then everyone else knows. All right.
what do you mean? We could have a show. Hey, me and Trevor could go live from the Ville, live from tailgate. We could, yeah, let's do that.
I'll let you do that on your own time. But since we have us here, this will probably be.
You don't have the access.
Listen.
I don't have the password to this account.
This one. This is our first year and probably 3 years.
You want to see live tailgate from the alley?
This is the first year of the last 3 years that we probably will not be attending a Maction game during the season because the only one we could go to is tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'll go tomorrow night.
And
I don't think AJ
I don't
can.
know. I don't know if I can. But I will say
What if
last
Connor
week-
Trey goes tomorrow night and records it for us?
just Connor Trey.
Live!
Day.
The two interns.
But some action games tonight and tomorrow. You have Kent State at Akron. Danny, your preseason bet for Kent State hit a couple weeks ago.
I'm chilling.
3 wins plus. They probably should have won the one last week as well. Besides the point. Ohio traveling at Western Michigan. I think Ohio was only like a 2.5 point favorite on the road. Scary point for them. They lead the Maction right now.
That's
With
the
one other.
battle of northeastern Ohio, Kent State and Akron right there.
There you go. Buffalo traveling to Central Michigan tomorrow night. NIU going to Massachusetts to take on UMass. And then Toledo and Miami, probably the Maction game of the week, the Cum game, also known as. But yeah, that's your Maction update for this week.
Hey, tickets are as low as $18 right now for the Miami-Toledo game, and we're not going.
I saw. I don't know if I want to sit out in that cold, to be honest.
It's going to be warm tomorrow.
It's going to be warm tomorrow, is it?
Yes, it's going to be a high of 55 tomorrow.
Yeah, no. Yesterday and today were the cold ones. Now we get back to normal. Hey, this weekend, Friday down
Like
in Louisville,
60?
high of 70, low of 55 down there.
What are we doing?
It's going to be 60 degrees this weekend here.
It's going to be 70 down there.
Speaking of Louisville and Clemson, we're picking the spread. We're picking the spread. We're picking the spread. We're picking the spread. Let me go over to that game really
It's 2.5.
quick. Danny, talk about your excitement to go see your Cardinals, 7-2 now, taking on the Clemson Tigers, who have not been in a worse spot since 2011.
We're picking the spread at 2.5.
Picking the spread. Louisville, -2.5 at home. The over-under is 49.5. Daniel Corbett, lead the way. Make it quick.
Miller Moss has to play good, or it'll be another repeat of last weekend. Gonna have to run the ball. We've had running back injuries most of the last 3 weeks. Defense has been playing decent.
Game time kickoff, 59 degrees.
Huh?
Game time kickoff will be 59 degrees.
That's insane.
Especially when we have about 20 degrees right now, probably. But, yeah, picking the spread. I'll take Louisville to cover that number at 2.5. I like them. I like the new running back. They get out one Brown from injury. They bring in a new one, and he runs the ball just as well. Danny.
Racist.
Connor.
Yeah. For home game for Louisville, Danny, you're gonna be down there. I'm gonna cheer for my buddy's team, so we're gonna go Louisville to cover. And let's see, we're gonna take the.
Hey, cheer for them tonight as they take on the Cats at 8 a.m. at KFC Young Serve to beat them for the first time since 2019.
8 a.m.
Cheer on the Louisville Cardinals as they take on the Wildcats at the KFC Young Center at 8 p.m. And maybe after the game, go to O'Shea's.
All right, Danny, you gave your pick, right? I'm assuming Louisville cover.
Louisville 24-13.
So you're taking the under.
I'm taking the under. I don't know. Miller Boss is going to go 18 of 35. So, yeah, I'm taking the under.
All right. 12 p.m. noon kickoff on ESPN. Number 3 team in the country remaining. Texas A&M 9-0. They're hosting 3-6. Disappointing Lenora Sellers-led South Carolina Gamecocks. The spread 18.5 in favor of Texas A&M at home. Over under 47.5. Kickoff temperature will be 78 degrees in College Station. Who you taking, Connor?
I'm taking A&M to cover, and I'm taking the over.
Short and sweet. I like it. Danny?
What game?
A&M and South Carolina, 18.5 in favor of A&M.
This is all A&M. I don't care if they played on the moon. I don't care if A&M was playing Neil Armstrong on the moon. They're going to win.
I was looking more at who's going to cover, but yeah.
They're going to cover. They win by 17.
That is a cover for South Carolina.
What's the line then?
18.5.
Okay, dipshit. They win by 20.
There you go. All right, you said it went by 17. That makes me. I'm going to take South Carolina. Danny does no ball. He's saying they win by 17. I'll take it. I'll take the Gamecocks to cover the spread. A&M to win.
Better than the ACC, but not the Big Ten.
When has A&M struggled the most against mobile quarterbacks?
This is a different A&M.
Not.
Yes.
They struggled against Cargo Beep Beep. They struggled against the what's his name, Green at Arkansas. Can't remember his first name. Talon?
Hunter Green?
Huh?
Hunter Green.
Taylor Green.
Taylor Green. That's it. Mobile quarterbacks kill them. I think they'll be able to put up some points here, and they hit the over. Taylor Green. Nice.
Talon.
Talon.
It's Talon. I said
thought it was
Taylor.
Talon.
Connor.
Oh, Taylor.
He's right there!
Kick it off noon on ABC in Pittsburgh. The Panthers of Pittsburgh. They're 11.5-point underdogs. Take it on the number 9 team in the nation, Notre Dame Fighting Irish. After losing their first 2 games of the season, they've won 7 straight, which I said they would. Their toughest remaining game is this one. Connor Beckman, what did the Notre Dame Fighting Irish do? And do they cover the spread of 11.5?
Notre Dame starts out slow in the first quarter, probably scores a field goal. Pittsburgh goes up a touchdown. Then they start handing the ball off to Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love does their thing. They go up 2 scores in the second quarter. And then at halftime, Pittsburgh decides to put in their second string defense and offense because they don't care about this game. So Jeremiah Love and Cargo Beep Beep connect for a 65-yard touchdown, receiving touchdown to be exact.
Yep.
And then Jardanian Price goes for a 10-yard touchdown to go up 4 scores. And then we put in our second and third string offense, and we just run the ball out, and Notre Dame covers.
Thank you.
Yep.
Danny.
Pitt.
Eat shit, Pitt. Jeremiah Love is going to run all over them. I saw Louisville play this game. Louisville kind of choked it away and gave Pitt 17 points, just kind of off the rip. Went down 17-0, came back, whatever. Ended up winning that game by 10. I think Notre Dame is playoff worthy. Looking back at it, I kind of had the losses flipped. I thought A&M was not bad loss, but less of the two. And I thought Miami was the great loss. Now looking back at it, it's obviously flipped. Even though one was on the road, it's obviously flipped. 34-17. I wanted to say 34-14, but I think Pitt on the first drive of the game maybe gets 3, gets electric. And then when Notre Dame's up 21-3, they go ahead and pack it in. And I think Jeremiah Love goes nuclear for 3 quarters and then sits on the bench.
All right.
DJ, Notre Dame, Pitt, College Game Day. Pat McAfee is going to say something really cool for probably 30 seconds to start and end the show. How do you think the game will go?
If the home team was playing in a stadium that was still named after ketchup and Heinz Field, I would think twice about picking the Pittsburgh Panthers. But what the hell is Acrisure Stadium? No one knows. Notre Dame by 50. And Pittsburgh's dreams of the ACC remain alive because obviously they have everything right in front of them.
It doesn't matter, so I really don't.
Yeah, so I'll take Notre Dame to cover 11.5.
I'm a big hate watch guy.
Me too.
Sorry,
I love watching JJ McCarthy suck in the NFL. Love it.
I'm sorry, Connor, but I will say it is more fun to hate on your friend's team when it's a big time game. So I want all my friends to make the playoffs. I just want them to lose right when they get there.
Same.
So I'm pulling for Notre Dame this weekend.
So you're cheering for Cincinnati as well?
I don't give a shit about them. They're not even good enough to hate watch.
I disagree. 12 p.m. kickoff at Fox in Wrigley Field. Northwestern at 5-4 hosting the Michigan Wolverines. 12.5-point favorites. The Wolverines are on the road. Over under set at 41.5. 60-degree kickoff temperature. You can get tickets right now. $151 to watch in that stadium.
It's not at the small lacrosse stadium?
No, this one is in Wrigley Field.
Yeah, Michigan's going to win by 20.
I'll go first out of this one. Danny just kind of gave his pick anyway, but I'll take. Man, they're coming off of the bye week as well. They have everything right in front of them to get to where they want to go in Indianapolis. I'll take Michigan to win. I'm gonna take it 28-17. I think Northwestern does cover the 12.5. Loses by just 11. Should be a fun game to watch. If Northwestern can muck up the game and kind of shrink or extend maybe possessions their way and get a turnover here or there, I think it'll be close. But we'll see. Connor.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Northwestern to cover here. I don't think Michigan goes up, and I don't think they'll win by 13 points. But I'll take Michigan to win. But I think Northwestern keeps it close. So yeah, give me Michigan 21, Northwestern like 17.
Close game. Danny, do you have any other takes on this game?
I don't know, man. I think I can see it now. Michigan's going to bust 2 60-plus yard runs. game might be semi-close, but then you're gonna go down 14 more, maybe like a 38 to like 14 game. Michigan. I don't know. The Michigan's so weird because if they don't get those long runs and they truly have to drive, I don't think they're that great of a team. Like I think they're maybe top. Like if you had to rank them from 0 or from 1 to 130 or whatever, I would probably give them like 30. But when they do bust those runs, which I bank on, that's when they become like number 19. And I don't think Northwestern is going to be the team that doesn't allow, or that, that doesn't allow. I don't think Northwestern is going to be the one that stops a big explosive play. So
Right. You don't trust them enough.
Yeah, it's not going to be them that finally sticks it to Michigan, because Michigan has one thing. It's not even stop the run, because they're going to get the 3 yard to carry or whatever. It's stop the 40+ yard runs. It's stop.
Explosive. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Because they'll be in close games, and then they'll have 1 or 2 in the first, or 1 or 2 in the second or third. Like there's 3 plays that they win the game on.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Couple quick ones. We'll just say who you think's gonna win. South Florida 7-2 hosting or going to Navy to play. 10.5 is the spread in favor of USF. I'll take USF to win pretty easily. I don't really see anything else.
Agreed.
Danny, you agree? Noon kickoff on FS1. Arizona and Cincinnati. Arizona 6-3. Cincinnati 7-2. Cincinnati just under a touchdown favorite, 6.5. I like Arizona to cover, and I think Cincinnati wins close coming off of their bye week and their last game being against Utah, where they got destroyed. I like the Bearcats coming out quick in this game.
I'll take Bearcats to cover and win, obviously win. Think that Utah loss, they're ready to get back after it and get back to business.
Danny.
Yeah. What game?
Arizona, Cincinnati.
Oh, Cincinnati. Arizona or Arizona State?
Arizona 6-3. Noah Fifita's having a comeback season so far for him.
No, Cincinnati's legit enough to be better than. I think Cincinnati's big one is BYU. You guys beat BYU. What's their last game of the season?
TCU.
Yeah. If Cincinnati is able to hang on and beat BYU at home, which I don't think they will, but if they do, I don't think any other game matters for them. You see. Oh. You suck.
I can clip that and just change the suck to UC, so that will get screenshot. 3:30 kickoff on ABC. Oklahoma, number 11, going to Alabama. This is a big one. Alabama only 6.5-point favorites at home. 76 degrees in Tuscaloosa at kickoff. 45.5 over under. Ty Simpson struggled a little bit last week against LSU. They've kind of been puttering. They had a stretch of games that have been tough. I wouldn't be surprised if they drop one of the next 3. This is a revenge game coming off last year. This loss to Oklahoma kept them out of the playoff. So I think Kalen DeBoer definitely has their team watching tape from last year, reminding them of what happened. I like Alabama in this game to win by double digits and cover the spread. I think they'll be ready for it. I like it a lot. Danny, Alabama, Oklahoma.
This one's going to be Alabama because last year. Yeah, Bama has a revenge factor, and I would take them anyways. Damn it, this is a sneaky one.
I don't think it's that sneaky. 3:30.
Yeah, Bama. The thing that scares me about Bama is if they don't show up, though, it will be Oklahoma. I trust Oklahoma more to show up. But if Bama shows up, which I think they will, I think they're 10 points better.
Okay, Connor.
I like Alabama in this one. Crowd.
24-14. Sorry, Connor.
Crowd is definitely going to be a factor in this one. So I'll take Alabama to cover by 4 points.
That's not a cover.
No, like cover the spread by 4 points.
So win by 10?
Yes.
I think we're all kind of the same there. We've been similar. Let's see. Big one. Two teams kind of fighting in the Big Ten. Weather will not be a factor for Iowa this weekend. Number 21, Iowa 6-3, coming off the heartbreaking loss to Oregon at home. Going to USC to play in beautiful California. I don't think this game favors Iowa whatsoever. They can't lean on weather mucking up the game for USC. I think Jaden Maeva, he's been playing really well. I like USC to win. I think it will be within 3. The spread 6.5 in favor of USC. So I'll take USC to win. Iowa to cover. Connor.
I'll take Iowa to win and to cover. So, yeah.
Danny.
Yeah, Iowa's legit. Iowa to win, Iowa to cover. Big Ten football.
You guys both say Iowa to cover. If they win, they do cover.
I just it's a habit.
Yeah. That just went.
Fair
I'm
enough.
gonna be honest. I've kind of zoned down a little bit. I've been watching Louisville hype videos. Basketball.
We're almost done, Danny. Almost done.
The big thing about Iowa, I think there's really good. Because even though I like to play this, is Oregon really good? You know, the whole stick. I think Oregon's good, and I think Iowa should have beat them, but Oregon cheated like they always do. And I think if you can go and run the ball, and the other team is so fucking West Coast bullshit, I think Big Ten's gonna win. Old Big Ten over whatever the hell this new propaganda is.
I disagree. I think USC is a sneaky playoff contender. Virginia going to Duke at Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham. Duke 5.5 point favorites. Over under set at 57.5. One of the bigger ones of the big games. 71 degrees at kickoff. I like Duke winning this game. We've already had a bet in the group chat on it. I think Duke.
I said Duke.
No, I said Duke. You said Virginia.
Damn it. Well, I need Duke, don't I?
Yeah.
Oh. Either way, I'm eating Roosters, so I think Duke by 3.
I'm taking Duke. I think they win by a touchdown or more, so I have them covering.
Duke by 3.
Connor.
Damn it. I need Duke.
I'm going to take Virginia in this one.
I was trying to point out to you in the group chat that Virginia hasn't been able to score last few weeks, and you're like, they've scored all year. I was like, just last 3 weeks, Danny.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. Either way this game falls, I'm okay. If I'm wrong, then I have an excuse to go eat Roosters.
Yeah, you just want Louisville to win out because these teams will take care
I
of
don't really care about Louisville.
Yeah, so clean sweep for Duke, I believe. Did you say Virginia, Connor?
Yeah, I said Virginia.
Oh, 2 for Duke, 1 for Virginia.
Yeah, but
Ole Miss, Florida, or also known as Lane Kiffin Bowl. Ole Miss favored 15.5. I thought it would be more. Florida destroyed by Kentucky last week. Kind of a terrible game to watch. DJ Lagway bench.
Thanks a lot, Florida.
I'll take Ole Miss to cover. I think they win by 17 or more. It's 15.5. I think they can cover that pretty simple and easy against this team. It's in Ole Miss. Another revenge game, just like Alabama has. This Florida lost to them last year. It's payback. Yeah. So payback game for Lane Kiffin and company.
Ole Miss.
Danny?
Ole Miss.
I think there's... All right, one minor one. 10:15 at ESPN. TCU going to BYU. BYU. Do you guys want to guess the spread in this game?
4.5.
TCU. Okay, cheater. Yeah, 4.5. BYU is favored at home. 10 to 15 p.m. in Provo. I like TCU in this little spot. Josh Hoover's got the Dogs playing. I think they have enough for a little upset. I think BYU kind of deflated after last week, and they have a look-ahead spot trying to look ahead to Cincinnati. I'll take the Horned Frogs in this matchup.
I'll take BYU to cover.
I'm going to say Danny's. Okay. Yeah, I like BYU in this one. I think they're pretty good. They're not as good as Texas Tech, obviously, but I think they're pretty good, and they're going to be the second team in the Big 12 championship game. So I'll take BYU. Good call, Danny. And the biggest one of the weekend up for debate, 7:30 kickoff, ABC, Georgia hosting the Longhorns of Texas. 6.5-point favorites the Bulldogs are. Texas playing some of their best football of recent memory. They got the big win against Vanderbilt last week. I don't think they played last week. I think they had a bye. So it's a big one. Texas going into Sanford Stadium. Connor, your take.
Yeah. I'll take Georgia in this one. It's a tough place to play in Athens.
Very tough.
So I think Arch kind of goes back to being Arch like he was in the middle of the season. Never mind, not in the middle of the season. At the beginning of the season against Ohio State. Georgia's got a good defense. Hopefully Gunnar Stockton can, capitalize on their defensive stops and stuff. So we'll see what happens. I'll take Georgia to win, but I think I'm going to take Texas to cover in this one. So,
within 6.5.
Yeah.
Well, I will take Texas to win the game outright. I think Georgia, against legit competition, they've been close or they've lost. And it's been Tennessee game. That was a big win for them, but they should have probably lost the game. They lost to Alabama. The Ole Miss game was close. They should have probably lost that game as well. Texas doesn't play well on the road, but I think they do here, and they get a big win. At their last couple of games they play A&M and they play Georgia. So I think they do win this game and go into the next couple of weeks on a high. But I think that's all for us. Danny's probably off watching Louisville now.
Yep.
By now. But that's been Ball Knowers University. I think this was a Week 11 recap, Week 12 preview. The playoff rankings are out. Go Bearcats, go Buckeyes. Reminder, we don't know ball. Connor,
No.
we will
Hemorrhoids.
see you guys next Tuesday for the playoff rankings reveal show. Peace out. See you later.
Hemorrhoids.
Have a great weekend.